Coronation Street, B694/135, Part 1, Take 1.
Edited.
Let's have a look.
Have a look at that, Chuck. A chitty.
Oh,
500 quid.
I can't touch it. My hands are too clammy.
Oh, I feel like Rockefeller.
Let's have a look.
Hey, Stan, we could get a new fire.
Oh, I think I ricked my back coming down them stairs too quick.
We could even have central heating. Central heating? There's nobody in this street. What's got
Oh,
that?
don't get carried away. Steady on. You're carrying on like a sail on the loose already, aren't you?
Morning.
I do.
You're up then.
Oh,
Wrong steps.
Oh, cha.
Right, you fit then, Stan.
Oh, never fit it.
Right, come on then.
Right.
Hi. You asked me to pick you up to start that flooring job in Medlock Street.
Oh.
Oh, early start, don't you remember?
Ah, well, I don't think I can join you, see me. My back's playing me up.
No, I think you were playing me up, Stan. You just said that you was fit.
No, it comes and goes, you know.
Besides, we've had a very disturbed night. We was dreaming we had a lot of money.
Oh, you both dream together then, do you?
Well, sometimes, yeah, when it concerns the both of
Oh, it
us.
must be very convenient for you.
Hey, listen. What would you do if you got a lot of money?
I get independence, Stanley. Independence from bosses and from workmates who'll make a fool of you, be asking you to give them an early call and then lay off sick.
Typical, that. Working class mentality.
Well, I wouldn't mind.
We knew who would, though.
Yeah, if my Auntie Annie knew what you wanted me to do, she'd stick your feet in boiling jam.
Well, she wouldn't have to know then, would she?
Oh, of course she would. She knows everything what goes on in this pub.
Oh, when she's not here, get rid of her.
Look, if you're that keen on seeing her do a thing, why don't you go down to the Aquarius and have a butcher's?
Well, why should I? I mean, why don't we get the action here in the warmth and comfort of familiar surroundings? I mean, why should we have to go elsewhere to get it?
Because my Auntie Annie wouldn't like it.
There's an answer to that, you know. Go on, get rid of her for tonight and swing your thing, eh? And you.
Me? Go dancing, you must be joking.
Oh, go on.
Hey, I will if you will. I'll give you a few tips.
Well, I'm game, but how do we get Mrs. Walker, you know?
Oh, tell her having a festival of light at Old Trafford. I mean, use your ingenuity. Ow, don't do that.
Have you finished, Raymond?
Yeah, just about. Be a bit of a laugh, though, wouldn't it? You know, get a shot of her and we'll bring all the lads round. Ow, get off! Oh, hello, Mrs. Walker.
Raymond?
Goodness me, doesn't the time rush along? Well, I better get round the other side of the bar. It's nearly lunchtime.
Is it fixed?
Oh, I'd say it was fixed. Isn't that so, girls?
If you say so.
It's fixed.
There you are, Chuck. Beans in curry sauce, see if you like it. Because if you do, it's going cheap because there's an offer on.
Oh.
And I've decided, for my money, it's a colour telly.
Oh,
Be a slap in the eye for that fella and his flipping blacklist.
yeah, well, I don't think I'm all that fussed about a coloured telly, you know.
Oh. Well, come on then, Chuck. What do you fancy? You've never said.
No, a bit of bread.
Yeah.
It's a bit funny colour, this, isn't it?
Oh, it's the curry, is that?
I hope you're right.
No, but with the money, Stan. Now, what would you like most?
Well, I've got to think about it, haven't I?
There must be something you've always wanted.
No, I mean, it means thinking about it, you know.
Oh, isn't it funny how people's different? Now, me, I've known for years exactly what I'd do with varying sums from 30 bob to a 300,000 win on the pools.
Not right.
Yeah. So perhaps I'm more prepared for it.
Well, what would you do if you won 300,000 quid then?
Well, first off, I'd buy a plot in the Bahamas.
Eh? What do you want to get buried there for?
Ooh, a plot to build a villa on, you potherb. They're very reasonablest plots in the Bahamas, you know. Well, reasonable in millionaire terms, like. And they fly you out there to choose them and all. It was in the Sunday Times what the carrots was wrapped
Let
in.
me tell you something, shall I? It's worse winning 500 quid than 300,000 quid, because you got plenty then, you see. But if you win 500, well, it wants weighing up, you know.
Yeah, you're right, Stan. Very wise is that.
So don't let's rush it, eh?
No, well, don't you think about it too much, Chuck, if it's going to be a worry to you. There's going to be enough long faces round here as it is when it gets about.
You haven't told anybody, have you?
Oh, no, not since you said not to.
Nobody at all?
Nobody.
Don't.
I won't. Why not, Stan?
Because it's best, that's why.
Yeah, but where's the harm?
Well, if you got 500 quid, you won't get through the door for begging letters, will you?
Oh, yeah, I've heard that.
I mean, they'll borrow a quid off you here and a quid off you there, and, you know.
That hadn't struck me.
Yeah, well.
You know, you're one step ahead, aren't you, Stan? Sometimes, Chuck, I think you're not so daft.
You let me handle this, eh?
Honestly, it's your fault, that. Wanting biscuits out of the rotten tin. Look at that.
Oh. Have you brought your nail, Chuck?
Yeah, just when I had them growing nice and long.
I bust mine the other day, you know, I clouted it with a hammer. It's a bit more painful.
I've got some stuff for sticking it with, sort of stuff you stick on. You
No,
know.
it's all right. I'll go and buy some false ones. Always happens, doesn't it? Just as you're going out, I'm going out tonight.
Going anywhere nice, then?
Yeah, down to the Bonkers Club with Eddie and one of his mates.
You and Eddie tonight?
Yeah.
Doesn't he want to get back in the team or what?
Well, he's not playing tomorrow, so why shouldn't
He's
he?
not playing tomorrow because he's not fit. He's not going to get sharpened up at the bunkers tonight, is he?
Well, it's just one night.
He's got a cup tie next week, you know that?
You don't have to tell me the fixture list, nor him.
He'll have Charlie Peck coming down on him like a ton of bricks.
And is Charlie Pett supposed to be God or something?
He is if you play for county, love.
Well, from what Eddie says, Charlie Pett's a right old woman and he ought to know he's played for bigger clubs than that lot.
Yeah, but county is the only team he's playing for at the moment. Take it from me, love, he's over the hill now. He's on this side of the hill.
Well, I think he's still got a few years yet.
Ah, if he handles himself.
He knows how far he can go and he knows when enough's enough.
Oh, they all say that. I don't know a fellow who doesn't think he's in control of three things, drinking, driving and the other. And are they? Are they, I ask you?
Well, I'll be there to keep an eye on him, won't I?
I hope you are, love, because I want to see him bang him in there next week.
Do you know, I really see what he means when he says he's public property.
Well, he is public property. He's an entertainer.
For 90 minutes at a time, that's all.
He doesn't get paid by the hour. For his kind of money, the public expect the best from him. He's got to put on a show, love.
Hey, it's right rush at dinner time, isn't it?
Oh, the secret lies in being organised, dear.
I don't know how you manage. Here's me, 22, and it wears me out. I suppose it's knowing when to relax, like.
Well, one learns by age and experience. The important thing is to conserve one's energies. Serve, Mr. Roberts, will you, dear?
3 pints, please, love.
Only I was thinking, why don't you take a night off, you know, conserve your energies, like.
You're curiously concerned with my well-being all of a sudden.
Guilt.
Guilt?
Yeah, well, I feel sorry for spoiling your night out.
Oh, I should forget that.
Oh, no, I mean, it's the least I can do, make it up to you. Me and Bet will manage, won't we, Bet?
What's that, kid?
If me Auntie Annie has a night out.
All right, fine.
Well, that is kind of you. How nice. Nothing I look forward to better than a nice, quiet evening with the fire and the television. I do look forward to a night like that when I can get it. Thank you, both of you.
Hey up.
Who's me a pint then? Yes.
Oh, yeah. Get a pint for Len, please, Ben.
Mr. Fairclough, how are you as a glazier?
Well, we can put a pane of glass in for you, love. Just one.
Just one.
Aye, how big then?
It's about 6 foot by 10 foot, I should say.
About 6 by what?
Well, it's about that. It's only shop front.
Well, that's it's different, isn't it?
You can do it.
Oh, it's just different, that's all. I mean, a pane that size is a fair price. Did you know that?
Well, it is insured.
Well, what's happened to it?
Well, apparently a passing group of skinheads paid it some attention with a brick. Well, it's so utterly mindless.
Is that the mob that was on the rampage down Rosamond Street after the match?
So I gather.
Ah, the magistrates ought to crack down on that lot. Mind you, I'm one to talk about magistrates.
Ah, it's not that easy, though, is it?
No, well, my blood's already boiled. I'm just concerned with the practical problems. When could you do it?
Well, this afternoon, if you like, eh?
Well, it is a matter of some urgency. So's the other problem, but I doubt whether you could help me there.
Oh, you've got the world's problems on your shoulders.
No, just Ernest's. I need a new relief manager. This one leaves at the end of the week.
I bet you wish he'd never gone to Spain.
You could say that, yes.
Stan, are you really sorry we won all that money?
Aye.
Why, Chuck?
You would have got all those fancy ideas, would you?
Oh, they're not fancy ideas, Stan. Not when you got £500.
You haven't got 500 quid.
Hey?
I said you haven't got 500 quid.
It's there under the clock signed by the post office.
It's owed.
Owed? Oh, too. We've never owed that much money in his life. We've never spent that much.
Dave Smith.
Oh, Stan, it's not true.
It is, you know.
You've never bet all that much. He'd never let you.
Look, when you went to Australia, he lent me the money. Remember?
Oh, no, Stan, I'm not wearing that. No, you gave that to our Irma, didn't you? You bought her into Maggie Clegg's shop with that money. Oh, no, definitely, Stan, it's our Irma's,
She
is that?
can't keep paying it back, and he wants it back from the fellow we lent it to. Me.
It's not fair, Stan.
I know, love.
Hey, but she must have paid some back. How much is still owing?
470 quid.
Leaves 30.
Aye.
Well, what did you want to go and tell him for?
I haven't told him, not yet.
Haven't you?
That's why I told you don't go spend it around.
Well, you great fathead. There's no reason on earth why we should tell him. He'll just have to bide his time, same as he would have done if we'd never come up.
No, we can't spend 500 quid round here. Folks would notice.
Oh, I don't know, Stan. I think we could make ourselves very comfortable on the quiet. Hey.
What?
I bet we'd be the first people ever to have a colour telly brought in the back way, same as they took the last one out.
I can't see the point of it myself.
Well, it's hard, yeah. No, I mean, chucking a bit through Ernie's window like that and tearing all those trees up in the park. I mean, why did they do it? Do they know themselves?
Oh, do you expect them to?
Well, I want them to give a good account of themselves if it was up to me, I'll tell you.
Look, this chap who climbed Everest, when asked why he'd gone to all the bother, what did he say?
Because it's there.
Right, now what kind of a reason is that? You ask these skinheads, they'll probably give you the same sort of reason why they destroyed a tree or carved up a train, because it's there.
Well, it's not the same thing at all.
It is, you know, it's very similar. To the chap who climbed Everest, it was big and it was frightening, so he had to show who was boss. The kids today find the world big and incomprehensible, and they want to show who's boss.
Oh, well, you've got it all worked out. What's the answer?
Oh, no, I don't lay claim to that, but for what it's worth, I think a step in the right direction will be to help them understand the world a little better.
So you think it comes down to education?
Oh, yeah, I think it starts with education, anyway.
Then why didn't you take that job at Bessie Street?
Well, that's not fair, is it? I mean, just because I've got opinions doesn't mean to say I've got to go and do something about it.
Well, you've got all the answers.
Look, Len, I've got opinions. I've got opinions about what the Chancellor of the Exchequer and what British Railways ought to do, but it doesn't mean to say I've got to put in for the job,
The Chancellor of the Exchequer's job's not going. The Deputy Headmastership of Bessie Street is. That's the difference.
Look, I just don't want to go to Bessie Street. I mean, I'm not entirely without prospects where I am.
Most of the kids at Bessie Street are. Entirely without prospects.
Oh, yeah.
Look, why don't you apply for it? You'd have plenty of scope.
I just don't think it's me, that's all.
And you're the one who was saying there's no challenges left in life. What about Bessie Street? Was that old talk?
I don't think it's a waste of money, not if it gives pleasure to your friends, and I've no more than you have.
Money or friends?
Money or friends?
Well, if you ask me, this card business has got naught to do with Christmas, and when folk only live down the road from you, I think it's just plain nonsense.
Yeah, well, I agree with that.
Well, I think they look nice on the mantelpiece, all festive.
Oh, well, if it's a decoration you want, a coat of paint costs less and lasts longer, and there's a good few bobworth ends up sitting on that mantel shelf.
Yeah, that's true, is that? And I'll join you. I won't send none to nobody.
Only to folk as lives distant.
Oh, no, you can't do that. You can't make flesh of one and foul of another. No, I'm going to send none to nobody. Then nobody can take offence.
Well, it's all very well, but I can't explain that to Bobby, and he likes having Christmas cards.
Right, well, I'll tell you what. If Bobby sends me one, I'll send him one.
You're just not trying hard enough.
Well, all I've got for trying so far is a night behind the bar whilst my Auntie Annie sticks her feet up.
You might as well give up, Ray. There's going to be no go-go in here.
But, my love, I'm a very single-minded fella. Pass us the paper, will you?
Do what?
Paper.
Well, it's last night.
It's all right. Now then, entertainment's page 2. Now, what'll tempt her?
Genius!
Oh, I love a challenge. Here we are, cinemas. Now then, The Wild Bunch. Little Foss and Big Halsey. Well, no, not really. The Return of the Daughter of Dracula. Hey, I've got it. Love story.
She's seen it. She went with Nellie Harvey and Six Hankies.
There must be some. Clubs, concerts, folk music, oh heck.
Not so easy, is it?
Lucille, dear, that was Mrs. Heffelwhite.
What was?
On the phone. Your very generous offer is still open, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, good, because I've made arrangements to go out.
You're kidding? Well, I thought there was nothing on.
Well, it wouldn't be your cup of tea, dear, but Mrs. Heffelwhite has asked me over to the Flatiron.
The Flatiron? Hang on, I saw that. Poetry reading at the Flatiron, is that where you're going?
Yes, indeed. Would you care to come, Raymond? It might improve your mind.
Well, now, I'd love to, Mrs. Walker, but I think something else has just come up that might keep me occupied tonight. Isn't that right, girls?
That's right.
Hey, we've cracked it.
What are you going on about?
You'll be here tonight, mate.
Yeah.
Coronation Street, P654/135, Part 2, Take 1.
Don't worry, he's always late, his Pancho. It's her, you know.
No, Mama. Yeah, I'm just looking round to see how many famous people I can spot.
How many so far?
No.
Well, I'm here.
You're only a footballer. No, I mean, like, they all come here, the show business people, don't they?
They're all still at work.
What terrible hours, and never mind, you'll have to do.
Why do you think we came early?
What's your friend like?
It's all right, his Pancho. He's a wing half, you know.
Is he famous?
Plays for Athletic, doesn't he? Nobody famous plays for them.
I'll break your ankle for that, Duncan.
Hello, Pancho. Hello, Donna. Meet Irma.
Hello.
Hello there.
Oh, you're a liar, Ed. He's not cross-eyed at all.
I never said that, Pancho. I was talking about your high crosses.
Oh.
Hey, what are you drinking?
Oh, I'll buy him, come on.
Don't wear yourself out. You're playing tomorrow, aren't you? Scotch and a martini.
Yeah.
Pretty choked, is he?
How do you mean?
Being left out?
I don't think he's all that bothered.
Then you don't know him too well.
But when he's out with me, he forgets about football.
Yes, love, that's his trouble.
Now, you're not going to put the mockers on it, are you, Mrs.
Oh,
Shep?
I suppose like most roads I've got my price. My silence can be bought.
I'll have them sent through. Len, some milk stouts for the snug.
There's a fair number of fellas staying to watch the show then, isn't
There's a few, aye.
Oh, well, we shouldn't run dry, should we? I'll put my telescope to my blind eye.
If Mrs. Walker ever does find out, there'll be blood spilt.
Oh, I don't know. It reminds me of the old days. We used to have some good times in those days. Len, Dot, and me.
Well, in Mr. Fairclough's case, the past tense doesn't seem to have set in yet.
Hey, give me that screwdriver, will you? This plug won't fit.
Ah, I told you.
It's all right. She looked about your size.
Well, it fits where it touches, any road, which leaves out most places. How does it look?
Great. You need more eyeshadow on, though. You've got to, you know, for the lights.
But we haven't got no lights.
Oh, well, that's show business, isn't it? Go on.
You say so.
Well, hey, knockout.
You haven't seen us dancing yet.
I'll split these things, honest.
You get paid extra if you do.
Keep your hands to yourself.
I'll, well, if you fit.
Hang on a sec.
You go and get the music started,
OK,
eh?
I'll announce you, right?
OK, here we go.
No, a bit more on that one.
All right, now, clear the decks. Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, the Rovers Return proudly presents, fresh from their triumphant tour of Prestwich, the exotic dancers they tried to ban. The fantastic, the exotic Earth Movers!
Is that all it is? I thought it was going to be like Sodom and Gomorrah all over again.
Doncaster. We didn't all have some laughs then, didn't we?
Oh, we was all a bit mad.
Why, what was so special about Doncaster?
We used to play together in those days. The right lads there, weren't there?
And a few of the other sort.
The way he goes on at me now, you'd think he'd taken the pledge. You should have seen him in those days.
Why? What was he like?
I remember him being pulled up for speeding. 90 miles an hour and tanked up he was, with one arm around this bird. What was that the copper said to you?
Oh, I was a bit mad. Nobody got hurt.
Who got 3 weeks suspension, though?
And you, mate. He was in the back with Inga.
That's true, that. That's only what the copper said to you.
Who was Inga?
A girl. I was over there last week, you know. I saw her.
All right.
She was asking after you, like. You're still a big fixture with that girl, you know.
Why don't you talk about golf, Pancho? I mean, you usually talk about golf all the time, don't you?
Oh, aye, yeah. What's your handicap?
Right now, you're Burke.
Mrs. Heatherwhite just rang from the Flatiron. Mind me record.
Right, that's the bar, mate. That's casual.
Right, fair enough.
Yes, thanks. Mrs. Walker, Mrs. Heatherwhite rang. She said you'd left your...
Umbrella, yes, I know, dear. I thought of it was half the way home.
Did you have a nice time?
Oh, Emily. I had no idea to what depths poetry had sunk. So-called poetry.
Really?
Oh, barrack room language, left tap room language. How they have the gall to call themselves poets, I just do not know.
I take it they were modern poets.
Well, I suppose that's what you would call it, dear. All I know is that Wordsworth never wrote about that sort of thing.
Not to say he never did it, though.
Well, that is neither here nor there.
Hello, Aunt Annie. Did you enjoy yourself?
Is this a modern fashion?
What?
Your eye makeup. You look like something out of Cecil B. DeMille.
Yes, well, it's some new stuff that Bet got that I tried. It's good, isn't it?
Well, I'd call it a trifle vulgar.
Oh, well, how was the poetry?
More than a trifle vulgar.
I take it we won't be having any of this permissive poetry round this neck of the woods, then?
Over my dead body.
Oh, pity, really. Might have livened the place up a bit.
You should have got married years ago, him.
Who to? Anyone in particular?
Inga, that girl from Doncaster. She nearly had him up the aisle, too, but he got a transfer. It's a pity. I reckon she'd have been good for him.
And you don't think I am?
Not if you're only interested in having a good time. I'm being honest.
Wish I had a friend like you. And I know what it's all about. I used to be married to a footballer.
Has Pancho been keeping you entertained, then?
Yes, he's been telling me all about the women in your past.
He's a terrible liar, him. I deny everything.
You don't have to. There's bound to be some, isn't there?
Smiler, you're the only girl that matters, because you make me laugh.
Well, right now I'm going to make you go home and get some sleep like a good footballer. Isn't that right, Pancho?
She's right, Eddie. Come on.
Oh, you're ganging up on me now. You used to do that with Inga.
Come on.
You must reckon
Eddie.
you're all right.
Come
Hey, I
on.
reckon you're all right, too.
Come on.
Take me home.
So you decided to come home at last, then?
I've been thinking, haven't I?
No, of course, you had to go in the Rover stand and think, didn't you?
No, fine horse. We've got to give that money back.
That's your final conclusion, is
If
it?
Dave Smith finds out, he'll murder me. Besides, what's the good of keeping it if you're going to start worrying about it?
You're the one what's worrying.
I'm the one who's going to cop it and all, aren't I? No, I'll just give him that chit and everything will be all right, won't it?
No, Stan.
Why not?
Because I've already changed it. I couldn't resist it, Chuck. I just wanted to see 500 quid in money.
Have you got it here?
It's all in there.
Let's see it.
£105.
Have you counted it?
Oh, it'll take some parting with.